Hey, I want to talk to you for just a minute. Um, no, it's not bad. It's not bad. I promise, it's not bad. Um, and no, it's not something that's going to make us have an awkward relationship afterwards. I mean, yes, it is awkward because I'm involved, and that's kind of how things go when I'm involved. But it's like this is my normal awkward. It's not like the super cringy things will never be the same kind of awkward. I, you know, this, this went a lot better in my head. In my head, I can be totally smooth. Um, it's just, there's some stuff that I've been wanting to say to you for a while. And I kind of kept waiting for the right time. And I came to realize that there is no right time. I need to make the right time. And so that's what I want to do right now. I want to talk to you a little bit because you're my best friend. And that's something that it didn't come easily for me to be able to say that. Because to me, those words have a lot of meaning. And they're not words that I use lightly. But you are my best friend. And when I first met you, I was just looking for friendship. I didn't wasn't looking for any kind of a deeper, more powerful or profound emotional connection. The first several times we talked, really, it was very clear that you had some pretty high, pretty thick walls up. You really did not make it easy to get to know you. And I get why now. I understand now that I know you why you were that way. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not entirely sure why I persisted. I know some guys are really enticed by the whole hard to get approach. I am not one of them. I have never been one of them. But with you, I felt a draw to you. Like I wanted you in my life. Like you were someone that would lift my life up and make it better. And I felt the desire to know you better, to get to understand you and to be understood by you and to be part of each other's lives. And then you started to open up. And I did not expect that. It caught me off guard. It was a total surprise to me when it happened. But you started to open up and to let me in. And as the walls came down, I started to glimpse what was behind them. And what I saw was breathtakingly beautiful. It was generosity and love, compassion, and an indomitable spirit, resilience that I envy, an ability to adapt and adjust and pick yourself up despite everything that the world has thrown at you. It was stunning to see what was behind those walls. And yeah, what I saw behind those walls was a bit dinged up and a bit dented, just like me. And just like me, you were unable to see just how beautiful you were, how beautiful you are. And in that moment, when the walls finally came down, I suddenly understood the reason why I was drawn to you in the first place. It's because we're both complex people with scrapes and scars, bumps and bruises that are protecting ourselves and healing. I came to realize how we really are kindred spirits in so many ways. They're different enough to bring some spice and variety to our friendship, but similar enough that we could talk for days about our common interests and goals. I still don't understand exactly why you decided to take a chance and let me in, because I know that's not something you do. And I may never understand exactly why. But that doesn't mean that I'm not grateful. I will be grateful forever that you let me into your life and decided to be part of mine. And I came to realize a little bit more about the walls that I have, to understand them better. You see, your walls, they were meant to keep people out who might hurt you. Mine aren't as solid, but they're no less protective. I work with smoke screens. I let people see enough of who they think I am that they won't dig any deeper into the areas that are actually vulnerable. For me, it's distraction and diversion. And I hadn't really made note of how thick those smoke screens were. But for the first time in a long time, I felt safe to let someone through. I felt safe to let someone push through the diversions and see who I really am. And just like you let your own walls down by degrees, I did the same. And every single time that I let you see more, I was terrified. I was absolutely terrified that you're going to hate what you saw and decide that it wasn't worth it, that I wasn't as good as you thought I was. I was terrified every single time that you were going to walk away. But you never did. You never did. You only responded with love. Love is all you've ever shown me. You've stood by my side through my good moments and my bad, no matter what's going on in your life. You've lifted me up. You've accepted me the way that I am, while still encouraging me to stand a little taller and be a little better. And that's such a hard balance to strike, and you've done that with me. You make me strong, and then you stand back and admire me for it. And what means the most of all is that you, who let so few people in, you not only let me in, but you let me love you and take care of you. Yeah, I don't always do well with words. I think in abstract shapes, colors, impressions. And sometimes it is really tough for me to verbalize the things that I'm feeling and thinking. And with things that are even more strongly emotionally charged, that becomes even more difficult for me to do. I can't verbalize what I feel saying all this to you, except to say that my heart is swelling with love and gratitude. And I want nothing more than to put my arms around you and pull you into the tightest embrace and make you feel what I'm feeling for you. You are my best friend. And I love you.